Better leave this dream alone. Speak with Vincent. Alright. So after watching my last video, I realized the mic volume was too loud.
Hey!
So hopefully it's not too loud or it's not too low. Seeing how we are playing as a great con member, obviously we're gonna do some immoral things.
Better hope this stealthy shit works, because we look like a bunch of jackasses if anyone sees what we're doing.
I will expect this to look like jackasses a lot. Where's that thing? Oh, okay. So yeah, probably killing innocent people.
If it can be bought, it can be found at Mick and Ralph's.
Delivering drugs. Well, I'm not sure if cons or murderers, but I know for certain they're like drug dealers.
That had to hurt.
Also, I think there's no penalty this mission. I don't think it's gonna affect my status with great cons. I rewatched the first video and go back to Revis for more con work. Hurry up and take my weapons.
Hey, no one but Omer. You'll get these back.
Oh man, this is gonna be an annoyance every time I go in.
I was wondering when you'd get here. Probably would have been faster if Roy shut the fuck up, huh? Okay. I got a little job I need you to take care of. Call it a trial run. See if I like how you operate. So, you ready to get your hands dirty?
Sure thing.
We'll see. Alright, so there's a couple things that need to happen here. You're gonna coordinate it. Fuck up, and you're done. Part 1. There's an NCR VIP here on the strip. Michael Shapiro. Some kind of political bullshit. I don't really follow that garbage. Shapiro's pretty loud back in California. He wants the NCR to stop wasting time with Vegas and focus on their own bullshit in their own state. If the NCR stopped trying to occupy Vegas, we'd be looking at a huge loss of income at the casino, so Shapiro needs to behave himself. So, while he's here, seems like a good time to see if we can get him to rethink some things. Now, here's where part 2 comes into play. In a perfect world, we'd get him under our thumb, singing our tunes, with just a friendly conversation. Go and have a chat with him, see if you can get his head on straight. If not, well, come on back here. I've got a little contingency plan that I'm sitting on. But still, try talking it out first.
Yeah, I'm starting to think this is not really main quest stuff. This is side quest stuff. But since I'm already working on this video, might as well continue on with it.
It's hard to sleep in this place, I tell you. Last night...
Is he in the tops? Might as well kill Benny while we're here.
Hey, baby doll. Welcome to the top. Smooth and easy, just the way I like it. Don't worry, they'll be as safe as kittens till you're ready to leave. Oh, and a friendly word of advice. If you happen to stumble across any weapon, now that we got that little... Have a good time, baby.
I want to carry my weapon, so I'm gonna take the time to kill Benny.
Hello, baby. What? Really? You got... Huh? What are you talking about? That doesn't... Why would he pull a stunt like... He's trying to pull a fast one on the big man. Crazy bastard. You got any more? Jesus, kid, I think we got a real problem on our hands. Tell you what, I'll call Benny, keep him away from his... It's a room with... Take him out? Jesus. And don't worry about the rest of the chairman. Here's your stuff back. In case... Go on.
It's unfortunate I didn't do this before attempting to play this quest. Just want to make sure I have my weapons in case my conversation doesn't go well. What the fuck? Why is he here? Isn't he supposed to be in freaking...
There's contact. Quick show everyone to do their hours.
Alright, back to the mod. My bad for the derail. Let's talk to Shapiro.
You dig this crazy scene or what?
Damn it, how does sand keep getting in my boots?
Yes. Can I help you?
Boxing by the pool? Interesting place for a politician.
True, true. It would be more appropriate for us to frequent Gomorrah. No, I'm just here for the cheap rooms and the cheaper tables. My colleagues may, at the moment, prefer to discuss business in the embassy. Me? Well, if I have to spend a single second more than I have to with them, I'd be liable to shoot myself.
Interesting attitude.
Isn't it, though? I've proven resistant to their bribes enough times that they're not especially interested in real socializing with me anyhow. Advocating for the peaceful withdrawal of NCR forces from this disastrous campaign is markedly less popular than I anticipated.
Why is that?
Not a local, I take it? If you were, I expect you'd tell me, good, about time the NCR fucked off. Look at this mess. Our soldiers are dying out here, in the desert, far from home. We're dumping what little money we have on Nevada. Why? For space? We're not even close to running out of land back west. Resources? What's out here that we need that badly? Hoover Dam is of major importance, of course, but we're already getting power from it per our agreement with House. Our attempts at annexation, it's unjustifiable. You can't force people to accept democracy at gunpoint. That defeats the whole concept.
You don't seem very fond of the NCR.
Not at all. Everything I do because I love my country, and I want to set it back on the right path. It leaves me in the position of being rather unpopular back home. Given the state of the world, you'd think they might value peaceful dissent.
I guess I got no choice but to choose this. It's too late for the NCR to back out. Once the Legion is defeated, we can introduce the idea.
You have a point. It would have been better if we had never come here at all. But if we withdraw now, it's the people of the Mojave who would suffer most. All right. Once the dam's been secured and the Legion crushed, I'll see if we might be more willing to see reason. In the meanwhile, at least I won't need to listen to Senator Burke whining about aiding the enemy for the foreseeable future. I detest that man.
Those cons got the hint. We've shown everyone that these are our new territories.
Oh, that's one way to make sure he doesn't convince the NCR to back up from the war. Comes with ball piz, I think.
The eyes of the mighty Kaiser are upon...
Yep.
Hey, no one but America. You'll get these.
Yeah, what?
Courier 6 convinced Shapiro to reconsider his position.
You're fucking kidding me. That fucker was annoyingly incorruptible. I don't know how you pulled that off, but maybe Sullivan was right about you. Alright, well, I guess I don't have any objections to letting you in on the business. Go back to Freeside. There's plenty of shit needing done. In the meantime, I'm gonna set up in that poker hall you cleared out for Sullivan.
I don't really want to end the video there. Also, I kind of want to focus on the quest. Also, I need to remember how did I get there. Oh, never mind. But, reset.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and Ralph's.
I wasn't sure if I was supposed to talk to Roy. It's going to suck if I walk all the way back for no reason.
Yeah, I consider myself an excellent judge of character, friend. I have a skill for reading people and making informed wagers. I told Mr. Marino that you were going to be an asset. I told him that he shouldn't saddle you with busy work. Regardless, he's seen the error of his ways and we're ready to move forward. And it just so happens that I have the perfect job for you.
What do you need now?
You remember Frank Doyle? He was an ex-ranger turned gun for hire. Well, you killed Mr. Doyle a ways back. Cleared him and his whole crew out of some derelict barn out of Vegas. Impressive work. Now, I don't begrudge you killing Doyle. Not one bit. But, be that as it may, it's caused a little, problem to crop up. See, Doyle and his boys were fairly reasonable as far as raiders go. They let me conduct my business in outer Vegas without interference. I'm entirely comfortable with paying bribes and protection money when needed. I understand how to do business, and so did Doyle. He was actually a great help for my interests without ever knowing it. His crew kept the fiends in that area under control. But with all of them dead, there's a vacuum that's opened up, and some fiend war chief stepped in to fill it. I tried to pay him off. He had my messenger tied down and sliced open. Then he shoved his arm into my employee's still living entrails. If he can't be paid off, he'll just need to be removed, and you're more than qualified to do the removing. Once you've taken him out, come on back here and I'll see that you're paid for your services.
Anything else you can tell the courier about him?
Well, he calls himself Krieg, and he's apparently rather infamous in West Side because of his penchant for chainsawing living captives. And he's, what's the politically correct nomenclature? Retard strong? No, that isn't it. Look, he's a 7-foot-tall mongoloid cannibal, and he'll tear your arms off and beat you to death with them if he gets close to you. I don't know how old he is, where he comes from, or how inbred he is. All I know for certain is that he's the very worst kind of problem. He's the kind that can't be bought off.
Courier said I'm gonna leave this conversation.
You take care of yourself.
Yeah, most likely.
Good day.
Here. Alright, it's 1 o'clock Pacific time for me, and I should be going to sleep. We're gonna continue this later today on Friday. Later.
That prick Benny had it coming.